Officially, we sold only C2 gasoline modifications, and diesel versions imported by domestic distillers can be literally counted on the fingers of one hand. Most gasoline C2s are equipped with a 1.4-liter engine, which was installed on all versions, including the hot VTRs. The appearance of the latter did not go well with the mediocre dynamics provided by the 1.4-liter unit, 12 to 14 seconds to hundreds, depending on the type of gearbox and 8V or 16V engine. At the same time, in Europe, a larger unit was installed on these versions, 1.6 liters, 110 horsepower, and on the most powerful version of the VTS, 1.6 liters, 127 horsepower. On our roads, C2 engines have proven themselves reliable. Minor malfunctions were identified only in 8-valve units of 1.4 liters. So, there were problems with the ignition coils, as indicated by the inscription check engine on the instrument panel. At the same time, the coil remains fully operational and, apart from the alarming inscription, does not bother anything, providing normal sparking. Another problem is the loss of tightness of the cylinder head cover gasket in its front part. Although mechanics say that strong oil leaks do not occur, there are no other problems in the C2 units. The timing of all motors is driven by a belt, which must be changed along with the rollers every 80,000 kilometers. Valve clearances in 8-valve engines are theoretically adjustable, but the manufacturer does not set clear deadlines for this procedure, and in practice it is performed only when repairing the cylinder head. In 16-valve, clearances are adjusted automatically using hydraulic compensators. All C2s are front-wheel drive. They were equipped with mechanical gearboxes, one of which is conventional, and the second is robotic senso drive. Robot, with electric drives for controlling the on/off of the clutch and gear shifting. The control of this unit can be carried out both by the gearshift lever and by the steering column switches. In operation, the robot's senso drive turned out to be problematic. The weak point is the clutch actuator, control mechanism, which can fail. In principle, the actuator must be replaced, although our craftsmen have learned how to repair this unit. In addition, in the robots, the clutch itself does not differ in durability, although the owners themselves are to blame for this malfunction, who burn it by holding the car in front of traffic lights uphill with the gas pedal. In this case, as a rule, you have to change the entire kit, disc, basket, and release bearing. In order not to have such problems, mechanics advise using the parking brake when stopping uphill. At the same time, the clutch is able to go out for about 100,000 kilometers. In both gearboxes, half-axle oil seals can leak for about 100,000 kilometers. Both units are considered maintenance-free, and the oil in them is designed for the entire period of operation. Due to a good weight distribution, small body overhangs, a down suspension, and an informative steering, all C2s are endowed with excellent driving performance, and it's just as pleasant to drive them actively as on a map. Structurally, the suspension is quite simple, in front of McPherson, and in the back, a semi-independent beam. An important advantage of the chassis is high durability. More often when driving on our roads, you have to change the stabilizer struts, on average, every 50,000 kilometers. Its bushings are able to withstand a run of up to 150,000 kilometers, ball bearings and silent blocks of levers, about 100,000 kilometers. The elastic bands of the rear beam are generally considered eternal. Reduces the cost of repair running a separate replacement of most of the consumables. Steering C2 is equipped with electric power. The only thing that can upset is the appearance of squeaks when the steering wheel is rotated, which are treated with the usual lubrication of the engagement of the electric motor in the rack. Steering tips are able to go out for about 100,000 kilometers, and traction even longer. There are no complaints about the brake system of the car, equipped with front ventilated disc mechanisms and rear drums. As domestic operating experience has shown, in general, the Citroen C2 is a completely reliable car, and even long-term communication with the used copy will not spoil the mood. Given the low practicality of the C2, small 4-seater saloon and a small trunk, its purchase can first of all be recommended to young girls who are not burdened with family and economic problems, and with an eye to the small size of the car, to those who travel more often in the city. Another important argument in favor of this car is its low market value compared to many competitors.